What's good, Ragnar? Ooh. What's good, Third Coast? Ragnar said, "Do you think there is a name for the whole entire land, including what is supposed to be Earth?" Ragnar, if you say there's a name, then there's a name, you know? If you give it a name, then that means that it has a name. Yeah, if there are people there, then I'm sure there's a name. And I'm quite sure that there's something there. So, yeah. Yeah, I think, like I said, if somebody has named it, then that means it has a name. Captain, why are you trolling us? David said, "Why do you think the Earth isn't a globe?" Oh, well, it's not a matter of what I think, David. The Earth has never been measured to be a globe. It's not a matter of thought, it's a matter of measurement. Captain, are you just a big old troll? Yeah, I'm not in the most patient mood, Captain.
I packed that thing too. So you come around this way, you will get caught.
Captain, you got to go back to the lobby, man. Yeah, we know. Okay, wow. Listen, if you guys come in here to troll, just know
I packed that thing too. So you come around this way, you will get caught.
if you want to participate in the conversation, I would love to have you. Pause. But if you're just gonna troll, then of course,
Thing too. So you come around this, I packed that thing too. So you come around this way, you will get caught.
shout out to you guys. I really do appreciate you. David said it's been measured. Sorry, one second. It's been measured as a globe for centuries. David, do not say things that you cannot prove. Okay? Because if you do,
I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get clocked.
well, I'm not going to send you to the lobby for, saying things you can't prove. But, you know, you will get cooked. This will be you right here.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Anyways, what's good? Free my grandma, Ragnar, Red Rum, Jurgles. What's up? SSK. Yo, the world was created after a slab of gold and eternal happiness was broken and created. Evil! Evil! I've been thinking that I want to add that to the soundboard, but that means I got to get rid of something. I might need to get rid of the "you're fired." I don't really use it that much. Should I add that? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I could get a better one than that one. Yeah, that one is all right. I don't know. As a person who used to watch the show, I feel like there's a better one. Anyway. Ragnar said the sax is hilarious. Yeah, the sax is a fan favorite. David said the first recorded measurement of the Earth's circumference as a globe was around 240 BC by Eratosthenes. David, number one, that is not true. Okay, Eratosthenes never measured the Earth to be a globe. That's just completely not true. And then number two, why are you trying to shift the conversation to measured as flat? As a matter of fact, David, like I said, we're talking about whether or not you can prove the Earth is a globe, but if you want to be factual about it, David, the Earth is measured as flat every single time it's measured, period. Yeah, I don't know why you would say something like that, being so ignorant. Anyways, the Eratosthenes experiment actually doesn't prove that the Earth's surface is curved. Like, you're wrong when you say that it was measured by Eratosthenes. It wasn't measured. Allegedly, Eratosthenes measured sticks and shadows, but these sticks and shadows do not prove that the Earth's surface is curved. It only proves that the Earth's surface is curved. I'm bad. It only proves that the Earth's surface is curved if you have parallel rays. If you have divergent rays, like you see right here, then this experiment, as you can see right here, it actually shows the Earth's surface being flat based on the divergent rays. It only shows the Earth's surface being curved if you have parallel rays. We don't actually have parallel rays on the Earth. You know what I mean? So you're wrong about Eratosthenes, actually. You're completely wrong. And this is why I tell you that history is 100% lies. That's why. All right? You can't trust those history books, man. You got to do your own research. No, like I said, I just said that the Earth's surface is not a globe. Okay? I never said anything about it being flat. I said it's not a globe. Kai 5U, back to the lobby.
I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get clocked.
Alessi Said you give flat earthers a bad name. Well, I'm not a flat earther, so thank you. But at the same time,
that thing too. So, I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
all right, you guys need to relax in the chat. Brendan said that I'm dumb AF. Honestly, Brendan, I wouldn't mind you calling me dumb if you weren't obviously a troll. But as dumb as you think I am, Brendan, you can't prove me wrong. So what does it even matter? Sorry. Ryan, no. I'm not arguing that the earth is almost a sphere. The earth has never been measured to be anything near a sphere. Nothing even remotely resembling that. That is my point. It's impossible that the earth is a sphere or anything resembling it. Ahmad, what's good, Ahmad? Thank you so much for being a member of the happy. I got to change that to the happy movement. I don't know why it still says gang. All right, we are not a gang over here. Ahmad, thank you so much for being part of the happy movement, man. I appreciate you so much. Nolan said dragon. Dragon! Is that what you were doing, Nolan? Were you doing were you quoting Lord of the Rings? Were you like, dragon? Shout out Tether. Tether said Turtle Island. That's a fact. Cheetah said, I love dragons. Ryan said Middle Earth is real, by the way. What's good, Fustino? Sub said, and that's why you kids need to educate. Yeah, because if everybody was actually educated, then they wouldn't be thinking that the earth is moving and the globe when it is clearly not. Foster said, okay, so you're just factually wrong. Oh yeah, Foster, based on what verifiable scientific facts? What verifiable scientific facts are you leaning on to make such a claim? Sean, I'm not gonna lie, you shouldn't be watching this. So why don't you go ahead and go back to the lobby?
I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you.
Oops.
What? I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Shout out Mystic. How you doing out there, love? Abro. Red said everything else is round in space. Reg, I don't think you've ever been to space, number one. And number two, I don't think I disputed whether or not the earth was round. Guys, do me a favor, please like the video if you don't mind. Like the video, double tap the screen, sub if you like the content. Nolan said, talk about dragons being dinosaurs. Yeah, maybe if you ask me nicely, Nolan, all right, calm down. Jason said, can we get a moment of silence for all the trolls?
I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
There you go. If history is 100% live, then your stories about Atlantis and dragons are a lie too. Oh wow, you're so clever. I never thought about that before. Yeah, when I say history is lies, I'm talking about history textbooks. Notice you don't learn about dragons in history textbooks. Notice you don't learn about America being Atlantis in history textbooks. So there's no contradiction there. You thought you had me with that, didn't you? But he's like, watch, I'm about to shut the whole channel down. I'm about to shut the whole channel down with this one. Jason said, it needed a moment of silence. Ninja, we made it. Ninja, we made it. Ninja, we made it. Those, we're going to go ahead and send you back to the lobby, bro.
You know, I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get clocked.
Random said, does this mean that I can fall off Earth? Random, I highly doubt that. A Cookie said, what shape is the Earth? To tell the truth, nobody has ever claimed to measure the shape and the size of the Earth. Let's be honest. Nobody has ever physically claimed that. You guys put that lie on people all the time. I got rid of the Ricky Bobby one, huh? I did. You guys put that lie on people all the time, but nobody actually ever claims that in their own words. Who came up here the other day and said Magellan proved that the Earth was a sphere? I asked him like 10 times, where and when did Magellan say that? They just kept deflecting. Random said the Earth has curvature. Random, even if the Earth does have curvature, which I'm not claiming it does, that doesn't prove that the Earth is a sphere. It having curvature does not automatically assume that it's a sphere. I don't know why you guys think that this is the end all be all. Like the video if you don't mind, please. Double tap the screen and sub only if you like the content. Kai, I don't know why you have to be so vulgar. You know what I mean? It's not civil. It reeks of low class. All right?
You know, I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get clocked.
Shout out to you, though. I appreciate you for tuning in. Free my grandma is correct. At the same time, free my grandma. You know me, man. Where attention goes, energy flows. You know what I mean? Yep. I'm right there with you, my brother, but don't let them outrage you. Don't let them outrage you. Stay in control of your emotions. That's exactly. You know what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? But at the same time, of course, stay vigilant. OWU said you can run the Eratosthenes experiment yourself. We talked about the Eratosthenes experiment earlier and how the Eratosthenes experiment actually proves that the Earth's surface is flat, not curved. We're just talking about the surface right now, not the shape of the entire Earth. By the way, the Eratosthenes experiment doesn't prove the shape of the entire Earth either way. It can maybe prove the shape of a surface, right, that you're testing. But even if the Earth curves from here to here, that doesn't mean that it curves all the way around now. Think about it. If the Earth curves from here to here, does that mean that it curves all the way around? No. But the Eratosthenes experiment doesn't even prove that, because we would have to have parallel rays. We don't have parallel rays. We have divergent rays. Because we have divergent rays, the Eratosthenes experiment actually proves that the Earth's surface is flat. This is a fact, Jack. Look, see? You see these divergent rays? Yeah. Guys, do me a favor. Please like the video if you don't mind. Double tap the screen. And sub if you like the content. If not, then please don't sub. I love and appreciate you anyway, though. Tiger said those were divergent because of the clouds. Yeah, all right. Well, if you have a photo of the Earth receiving parallel rays, I will take that. But at that point, you're basically saying you know for a fact that Eratosthenes did the experiment on a day with no clouds now? See, like, think about it. You're adding all type of other stuff in it now, right? The reality is that the Earth has clouds most of the time, actually. So, anyways, when he did the experiment, if you have a picture of some parallel rays, drop it in the Discord. I've yet to see anybody pull up a picture of Earth with parallel rays. Every time you look at the sun has divergent rays. Like even in this photo right here, look. My bad, hold up. This is one of my old backgrounds. Look, you see how the sun's rays are divergent, literally? Literally, like, this is not the clouds. This is right from the sun. The sun's rays come off like this, divergent. So this don't got nothing to do with the clouds right here. You see? That's how the sun's rays come off, boy. All right? Look, you see? The sun is not some light that's millions of miles away that give us parallel rays. No, the sun's rays come off divergent because the light is right here. Okay, doesn't have anything to do with the clouds. It's because the sun's light is right here and it comes off divergent in every single direction. If the sun was millions of miles away, that means we would be getting all of the light from one direction. Do you understand? If the sun was millions of miles away, we would be getting all of this light from one direction. We don't get it from one direction. We get it from divergent directions because it's a close light. Do you understand? That is only possible with a close light. This is a fact. Free My Grandma said, don't forget to hype the video. Again, my Discord is on my page. If you have a picture of the sun giving parallel rays to the Earth, drop it in the Discord, and I will pull it up. Carrick said the sun is 1,000 times larger than the Earth, or Kartik. Kartik, there's no evidence of that whatsoever. Yeah, there's no evidence of that. I just showed you pretty much close-up of the sun, and the sun is clearly not bigger than the Earth. You have an actual photo of the sun being bigger than the Earth? Do you have an actual photo of the sun being bigger than the Earth? If not, then you don't know what you're talking about. The sun is actually the same size as the moon. Laowo said another denier who wants to be right. Are you talking about them in the chat? I agree with you, Laowo. Yeah, the people in the chat are science deniers, but have no fear, for I am the protector of the scientific method, and we are the guardians of the scientific method. And if you think that they're going to change what science means on my watch,
it won't happen, damn it. It ain't gonna happen. It's okay. I'm not gonna allow it. It's okay, man. All right, it's okay. It's over. All right, man. It's all right, man. Let it go, man. Let it go. It's over. It's okay, man. All right.
I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting it go. Back to the lobby, whoever that was.
I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Somebody said, can you explain gravity? Well, gravity is not a scientific theory. So that's the explanation. Gravity is a non-scientific theory that people attempt to use to explain why some things, drama, some things go down when you drop them or whatever. Yeah, gravity is used to explain why some things go down. Viper said, I'd actually like to debate you on live. Debate me about what, Viper? Yeah, that depends, Viper. Debate me about what? Tony said, if everyone wants peace, why is there so much? Tony, you know the answer. Yeah, I don't know, man. Ask the Europeans. Ask the Europeans, man. All right? You know what was going on in Europe in the 14, 15, and 1600s? Then they came to America, and America has been doing the same thing ever since.
To this day. To this day.
Zachary, I'm going to send you back to the lobby, my friend. All right? You're not the type of person that needs to participate in this conversation.
You know, I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances with you guys nowadays. I don't know if you can tell or not. Like the video, though, if you don't mind. Like the video and some of you like the content. Kiwi said Americas were European. Kiwi. Well, Kiwi, according to Webster's dictionary, America, the term Native American, was a term that was initially attributed to the copper-colored people found by Columbus, but now is attributed to the descendants of the European immigrants. So yeah, there are the Americans that are going around the world committing, yeah. They're mainly European. That's correct. I'm talking about the dark-skinned ones too. I'm saying I'm including the dark-skinned ones too. Dark-skinned Europeans and light-skinned Europeans. Hey, in America, we're all about agriculture and farming. In Europe, you know what they about. So who's running America right now? Europeans. Why is the world the way it is? What? Don't get mad at me. I'm not the one doing it. Think about it. Imagine this. They're mad at me, but not mad at the Europeans. Right. I ain't done nothing to nobody. They're mad at me, but not. Blue Thunder said blank runs the USA. Those are Europeans too, stupid. Blue Thunder, let me see what you said on this channel before I get you out of here. Yeah, those people in that country you're talking about, those are Europeans. Provably. Are you familiar with the history of that country? They're all Europeans. The hell is wrong with you? Yeah, we're sending you back to the lobby. That's what I'm saying. You're just stupid. Yeah, also Europeans, moron.
You know, I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Yeah. Anyway. Anywho. Buddy is sick. Who said I'm sensitive? Oh, random? Oh, random, I am sensitive, actually. Yep.
You know, I packed that that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Kelly, what are you doing in here? Kelly, I'm going to send you back to the lobby as well. You obviously have bad intentions, Kelly.
That thing, I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Slamper, you're next. Yep, who's next? Let me know. Let me know.
Thing too. I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Anthony, please ignore that and do not participate in that conversation, all right? We don't talk geopolitics up here. Okay, let's keep the conversation civil and non-divisive. Bless, what's good, Bless? Bless at Canada here. Shout out, Mystic. We love you so much. You have a peaceful night, Mystic. KM, I don't know if you have a mouse in your pocket, but speak for yourself. Yeah, KM, I'm gonna send you back to the lobby, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you just talking a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, I don't know what the hell you talking about, bro. Joe said you are insecure. You know what, Joe? You're probably right. You're probably right, Joe. Go ahead and go back to the lobby, though, if you don't mind.
I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Mario, back to the lobby. We don't talk politics up here. What's up, Indigo girl? How you doing? Guys, do me a favor, like the video if you don't mind, and sub if you like the content. Yeah, but you talking nonsense, KM. Like, I'm reading your comments. I'm like, bro, it's hard for me to tell who's a troll and who's not, man. So when you make a comment, bro, you got to make it good. If I think you're a troll, then I'm going to get you out of here. You know what I mean? Viper said, let's debate about your geography claim. What is my geography claim, Viper? Blessed, what's good, Blessed? Yeah, and KM, also, you're not a fan of me if you're in here saying that the dark-skinned Europeans were Africans. Yeah, you already know how I feel about the term African, man. So you definitely can't be a fan of me. Bless said, just chilling, homie. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you, Bless. I appreciate that. The CMB said, Earth is flat and held by cosmic turtles. Sounds like a troll to me. Like the video, please, guys, if you don't mind. Double tap the screen, sub if you like the content. KM said, I'm African, I won't lie. KM, are you a light-skinned African or a dark-skinned African? What's up, Star B? Yeah, we read your comment already, the CM. You don't have to keep spamming it. David said, why does his pigment matter? North African, even also you're an Arabian African. Yeah, well, in that case, then you probably are African then, because technically you're like a European. You know what I mean? Just like everywhere else, where you find dark skinned populations that are mixed with a noble, quote unquote, group of light skinned people that are of the same group. That's because these people are usually mixed with some form of European, point blank, period. That's how Asia got the way it is. That's how North and South America got the way it is. That's how Europe got the way it is. Native North African. If you're native North African and you're light skinned, then you're lying. Again, like I said, you are probably the descendants of these European people whose, main mission it is to lie to these indigenous populations about where they come from. So yeah, you're probably a part of that group. That's why you want people to believe that they came from Africa. You know what I mean? But again, it's just a lie. Just like you being like if you're from Egypt or whatever, those Arabs that are in Egypt aren't there. Like, come on, bro. We all know this. So yeah, I get it, bro. You might be an African because you are the descendants of a European. And African is a European term, and so you might be somebody who actually is African. But if you are an actual native, from that land, like a dark skinned native, then you're not African. Okay, that's actually offensive. KM said, "Well, you don't know who are." I don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro.
What the hell is even that?
Yeah, I don't know what that was, bro. Wasn't Atlantis in Egypt desert? No, it was not. Thank you for that comment. David said, "Who are you to call people liars and what's wrong with being dark-skinned African?" Well, the dark-skinned people in Africa, modern day Africa, were not called African by their ancestors. So it is a misnomer and quite frankly offensive to classify a people as something that their ancestors did not call them. African is the name of a group of Europeans that moved to that continent. African is the name of a group of Europeans that went to that continent. African is the name of a group of white Europeans that moved to that continent and named it after themselves. The fact that you would take that name, it just means you're in love with Europeans. Me personally, I'm not in love with Europeans, so I like to figure out what the indigenous people called themselves so that way I can be historically accurate. That's why I said that Arab guy, yeah, he's probably African then, because he's the light-skinned Arab in North Africa. He probably came from some Europeans. They are the result of the Europeans mixing with the native Africans. Same thing everywhere else. The one said, "I love the anti-colonialism, but the flat earth Atlantis-ish is crazy." Well, I never said the earth was flat, okay? And if you love anti-colonialism, why are you in love with the colonialist narrative about history? Think about it. You're like, colonialism is bad, but how dare you speak against the colonialist history? That's you. Like an idiot, right? He said, "Oh my God, colonial. There's no way the Europeans lied to us." But no, colonialism is bad. Right. Yeah, listen, bro, keep being in love with your. I guess you like talking against the colonists, but you're so in love with them that you don't want me to talk against their narrative, right? No. Speak bad about what they did, but don't tell me that what they taught me was wrong. I'm just saying, that's what you sound like, bro. If you know that colonialism is wrong, then why are you so against bringing up narratives that are counter to what you learn in European colonialist school? Developed that Atlantis was located in the eyes of the Sahara. No, it was not. Okay, no, it was not. We are one said Scipio Africanus conquered Alkebulan and renamed it Africa. And the people who were originally there, they are in love with the Europeans so much that they will fight you tooth and nail to make sure that you and everybody else on the planet calls themselves after these Europeans that conquered their planet. Think about it. That conquered their continent. They love their conquerors so much that they will come on here and say, how come you're not calling yourself after my conqueror? You're supposed to call yourself after my conqueror. They conquered me and named me, so now you have to call yourself that. Huh? Yeah, like the video, please. Sub if you like the content. Hell no. All right? Just because you're in love with your conqueror, that don't mean that I got to fall in line with y'all. Daryl, I do agree with the flat earthers, but I've never said that the earth was flat, Daryl. I've said that the earth is not a globe. If you want to understand where I land, you can just read what I'm saying up here and you understand exactly where I land. The earth is not a globe. You know what I mean? You want to try to bring flat earth into the topic because you can't actually prove the earth is a globe. So your only hope for sounding intelligent against me is to trick me into talking about flat earth. Luckily for you, I'm not going to allow that to happen. So you know where I land. The earth is not a globe. If you have evidence that the earth is a globe, I'll take it now. If not, then hey. David said, so what is the earth? The earth is not a globe. Develop said the evidence that the earth is a globe is gravity. Develop, think about this. If you think the only evidence that the earth is a globe is gravity, then what happens when you find out that gravity is not a scientific theory? Do you then realize that the earth is not a globe because gravity is not even a scientific theory? If that is your only reason for believing it, I'm just saying. Because it's not a scientific theory. Yeah, it's not. I know exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying gravity is not a scientific theory because it does not follow the scientific method. So if your only evidence for the globe is gravity, once you find out gravity is not a scientific theory, then you should be on our side now. Hey, welcome to Flat Earth. Even though I'm not a flat earther, you know what I mean? I'm just, I'm part of their recruitment process. Yeah, what I do is I break you guys down and I send you over there. Indigo Girl said the shape of the earth has not yet been scientifically confirmed or proven. Now that is a fact. Imagine being on YouTube and your name is Silver Fox. I'm just saying, like, bro, you don't think with a name like Silver Fox, you're supposed to be out buying a bar somewhere? I'm just saying, with a name like Silver Fox, you're not supposed to be on YouTube, bro. But he said, I'm an engineer. If you're an engineer, why are you on YouTube? If you're an engineer, shouldn't you be making something? Why don't you go make something? I like how all these engineers come in here and they don't never be making shit. All y'all got an engineering degree, but y'all ain't engineering shit. Ain't engineering a mother effing thing. Ain't engineering shit but a comment. Buddy over here engineering comments, and he don't even do that well. All right, engineer, Silver Fox. Here you go. I'll respond to your comments since you desperately want to be embarrassed. Obviously, you are a glutton for punishment. All right, listen up, boy. Okay? Are you listening now, boy? Silver Fox, I'm talking to you now, boy. All right. A scientific theory must be backed up by scientific experiment. There are no scientific experiments that isolate the existence of gravity. The Cavendish experiment does not isolate the existence of gravity. If you know anything about the topic, you know that I'm telling the truth. So it cannot be a scientific experiment. You understand, boy? Despite all that engineering work, I guess you are pretending to do. All right, all that engineering work you're doing, and it didn't do no good because you still don't know what a damn scientific theory is. It's kind of my job to know what a scientific theory is. Well, you failed at your job. All right, it's your job to know what a scientific theory is? Really? Well, guess what?
Yeah!
One more time.
Yeah!
Yeah. Anyway. Anywho. Indie Girl said, L employee. Shout out, free my grandma. Free my grandma said, flawless victory. David said, gravity is a law, dude. Dude, gravity's a law, man. What are you talking about, bro? It's a law, dude. No, it's not, okay? You're an idiot. Yeah, gravity is a theory, and it's not a scientific theory, all right? It's a law, man. Hey, don't spam, Zinger. Silver Fox said literally the first Google result. Silver Fox, as an engineer, are you basing what you know on Google? As an engineer. Wow. So you're a Google engineer then, right? Buddy is basically Morty and Rick and Morty. I just Googled it. It says right here, Pluto's not a planet. Thank you, Morty. Buddy said, it says the Cavendish experiment is recognized. I never said the Cavendish experiment wasn't recognized. I said it doesn't isolate the existence of gravity. Super Fox said he says Cavendish experiment is real. I never said it wasn't real. I said it doesn't isolate the existence of gravity. I never, you see, you're an engineer, but you can't even talk or understand English. You see, you're an idiot. As a matter of fact, you're way too old for this, bro. You're way too old. Only an extremely old person thinks calling themselves Silver Fox is like giving them some aura. You know, you're not supposed to call yourself a Silver Fox, right? Did you know that? Did you know that? Like, see, that's the thing. You got to be like 85 or something, 85, 90. All right, you're not supposed to call yourself a Silver Fox, bro. I don't know, like, even at my age, I know that. Ooh, I'm a Silver Fox. Imagine some shit like that. Imagine a dude calling himself Silver Fox. That is wild. I just want to let you know, bro. That is wild. That's wild work right there. That is egregious work. That is nasty, egregious work. Unknown said, bro, this is ad hominem. This is not how you debate. Shut your ass up. That's not an ad hominem because I didn't add it in place of an argument. My argument was very clear. The Cavendish experiment does not isolate the existence of gravity. This is literally a fact. And he said, Google says the Cavendish experiment is recognized. If Google says the Cavendish experiment is recognized, does that now mean that the Cavendish experiment isolated the existence of gravity? No, it doesn't mean that. That was my argument. And then after my argument, I decided to dive into some extra credit and point out the fact that calling yourself Silver Fox is some weirdo old shit to do. I'm just saying. Only weirdo old dudes call themselves Silver Fox. Buddy is an idiot. Oh, yeah, is that what you think developed? Well, go ahead and go back to the lobby, all right? Uh-oh. Well, thank you, develop. Hey, we appreciate you, bro. Go ahead and go back to the lobby.
You know, I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Buddy said, I would love to school him in a Discord. I'll flex my degree on him too. Yeah, well, that's probably the reason why I'm not going to bring you up. Yeah. Nobody wants to hear you flex your degree. I don't know. Yeah. Like, think about these idiots. These idiots legitimately think that flexing your degree is a thing. Like, is that actually a thing in the world you guys come from? Flexing your degree? Like, what does that even mean? Anyway. Like I was saying, the Cavendish experiment does not isolate the existence of gravity. This is just a fact. You cannot explain to me how the Cavendish experiment isolates the existence of gravity. You can say it does, but you won't explain how. I know that for a fact. You're just going to deflect. So, anyways, everybody knows the Cavendish experiment does not isolate the existence of gravity. So gravity is not a scientific experiment. Excuse me, gravity is not a scientific theory because it's not backed up by scientific experiments. This is a fact. But he said, yeah, shocker, probably because you're a school dropout with no future, running away from the principles you claim are true. Bro, just because you're old, all right, stop trying to cast spells on me saying that I have no future, okay? Don't please don't project your worries about your own life on me. Imagine a dude named Silver Fox telling a young, spry adult that he has no future. You see, this is the actual problem in society right now. You know, everybody, I'm sure the baby boomers know this by now, right? You're definitely a baby boomer for sure. I'm sure the baby boomers know this. You know that every generation under you thinks that you ruined America? You know that for sure, right? For sure. Every single generation, we all agree. Every single one of us, from even Generation Z, as dumb as they are, Generation Z all the way up to us, we believe that the baby boomers ruined America because of how selfish you guys are. You know what I mean? Because of how you guys allowed America to be plunged into debt, basically kicking the can down the road. So now basically children that are born in 2026 are born already in debt because of what you guys did. I just want to let you know, we all agree on that. All right, Silver Fox, right? So you in here right now telling me that I have no future. I know you think that and you guys want that. The baby boomer generation wants the people under them to have no future. That's why they did to America what they did. Kevin, I told him immediately that he should change his name because what type of man calls himself Silver Fox? I'm just saying, as a man, you're not supposed to call yourself Silver Fox. Other people call you that. Anyways, we can move on from you, bro. I just want to let you know that, all right? You shouldn't try to cast spells like that on people. You know what I mean? Thank the Lord that I do have a very vibrant, healthy, long-lasting future ahead of me, you know. Yeah, I've been alive for 170 years, as some of you people know, and I think I got another 170 in me, you know. So, unlike Silver Fox, you know, I'm gonna be around for a long time. Amen. It is done. Mark, if that's how you feel, I'm going to go ahead and send you back to the lobby so we don't get infected by that.
You know, I packed that thing too. So you come around this way, you will get caught.
XX said, I dated a boomer. Very, very bitter. This is a fact. I mean, listen, man. This is a fact. All right. But we don't got to talk about that though, okay? I don't discriminate. They're not all like that. Let's be real. They're not all like that. Some of them got the short end of the stick, okay? But a lot of them are, and look at Silver Fox. Just read his comments, right? It just screams of, I wish I was in your body. Huh? Weirdo. That's how they act. They act like, oh my God, youth is wasted on the young. What type of old person says dumb shit like that? Youth is wasted on the young. Okay, so you wasted the youth when you had it when you were young? All right, don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. You wasted it. All right? Stop talking about it being wasted on the young and help the young. Old weirdo. I won't, Blue Sapphire. Thank you so much, Blue Sapphire. All right, let me calm down. Let me calm down. I'm just saying, I started, listen, all the energy that I had for the baby boomers started coming up. I'm just saying, like, how dare you be in here like this? Like, how dare you be in here like this? Like, what's wrong with you? And I know some really, really cool old people, by the way. I just want to put that out there, all right? There's an old man that I know named Bob he's not like that at all. He's not like that. But a lot of them in his generation are, and he talks about it. He's like, most of these people are bitter. Tonto back to the lobby.
You know, I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
I love and appreciate every single one of you. Please like the video if you don't mind. Double tap the screen. Sub if you like the content. I love and appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to open up the Discord for phone lines in about, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. We'll see how I'm feeling. You know, my day is always going excellent until I talk to you guys. So I want to make sure that we really get, a good conversation going, because by the time you guys come in here, it usually just ruins the conversation. So if you guys want to participate in the conversation, if you want me to respond to you, if you want to debate about something, let me know what you want to debate about in the chat. And we can go back and forth very peacefully without yelling or anything. Blue Sapphire said, nothing against Silver. A man shouldn't be calling himself that. Other people would be. That's what I'm saying. I've never actually met a man that calls himself a silver fox. I've never met anybody like that. So that's how I know that dude is super old. And he's trying to represent his oldness in a way that seems attractive to younger women, which is weird in itself. I mean, it's not weird. You know what? It is weird. Okay, it is. Okay. I'm not saying you should not be attracted to younger women. I'm saying, why are you trying to make yourself more attractive, bro? All right? Stop trying to make yourself more attractive. That's not how you make yourself more attractive. All right? As an old man, I know you probably weren't cool your entire life. And so now that you're old and you got some money, you're trying to figure out how to get the women that you were never able to get. Coming from a dude that always got women his entire life, let me help you out, old man, all right? You don't try to be more attractive, okay? You just do you. And at your age, you just pay for it, bro. For real. Just pay for it. That way you ain't got to worry about it. I'm being honest with you. Because if you don't pay for it, bro, you're going to end up running into a top-level player that's going to fleece you for everything. So you might as well just pay for it up front and get it over it so you don't end up like Jeff Bezos. What, you think you're above ending up like Jeff Bezos? You think you're above Jeff Bezos? Yeah, Jeff Bezos, the richest woman on the entire planet right now. You know who the richest woman in the entire planet is right now? The richest woman in the entire planet is the woman that fleeced Jeff Bezos. She didn't fleece him, okay? That was his wife. I'm just saying, all right? If he got hit for 11, 12 Bs, how much you think you gonna get hit for? All right? Just pay for it up front at your age, all right? That's my advice to you. And then you want to call yourself a silver fox. You ain't got to worry about being attractive. Just give her the money, and then who cares whether or not you're attractive? You feel me? What's up, Anthony? How you doing, man? Unknown said, oh, geocentrism? Yes, Unknown, that is what we're talking about. Jay said, give her them social security checks. Indie Girl said, give us the money. Indie Girl, listen. And like I said, if you don't give it to them, they're going to find a way to get it, all right? You think they won't? Look at Anthony Edwards. Don't you think Anthony Edwards wish he would have just paid for it? Anthony Edwards had a baby by little baby's child's mother. Buddy had to write her a check for, what was it, like 1 point some million? He's like, I don't want to talk to her for the rest of my life, so I'm gonna pay all the child support up front. He didn't want to just pay for it up front, so it ended up costing him 1 point something million dollars. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, shit. Shout out SMF. SMF said, I got my BM on child support. Listen, man, him having his BM on child support is one drop in the ocean of all the men that are out here getting fleeced. But listen, it's the price we pay, all right? It's the price we pay, okay? Like, do you want to be out here poking around, right? It is what it is, okay? All right, the price we pay for poking around is that money. The price that women pay for poking around is their body. What would you rather pay with, your body or your money? All right then, okay? Stop complaining, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I don't complain. Like, it is what it is. I would much rather pay with my money. I'm just saying, I do not envy them. I love them. Don't get me wrong. I love them, absolutely, but I do not envy them. Oh yeah, my bad. I'm getting caught up. Makaya Bless. Thank you for the what was that? Thank you for the GOAT trophy. Where we at?
Donations, gifts.
Shout out. Makaya also sent the finger heart. Thank you so much.
Donations, gifts.
We love and appreciate you. Terry said money for show. Absolutely, Terry. So next time you're with a woman and you thinking like, gosh dang it, how come I gotta, understand why, bro. All right. You got the we got the long end of the stick. All right, I'm gonna just put it like that. Women do have superpower, don't get it twisted. All the women of the world, they do have mind power over Debo. All right, I will give you that. They got mind power over Debo, but you're still Debo, and so, you got to pay, bro. It is what it is. And when push comes to shove, you're going to have to do the pushing. Pause. I don't even know if that, I don't. Linda, shout out to you, Linda. We appreciate you tuning in. I know this is not our usual topic, but like the video, guys, please. Sub if you like the content, okay? I love and appreciate you. XX said advice, don't date dinosaurs and don't date dragons. Hold on. If you look at the third definition of dragon on here, this is what this is what XX is talking about when they say don't date dragons. Shout out G from the Bay. I see you down there, G from the Bay.
I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Oh yeah, and shout out Terry too. I forgot Terry.
Bag up, Terry. Put in reverse, Terry. Put in reverse. Oh Lord, Jesus. Oh Jesus.
Star B said, Rick, we're at over 10,000 subs. How about some merch, buddy? Yeah, I guess you are right. Honestly, I haven't been able to decide what merch we're gonna drop. Obviously, I like the Happy Girls clothing, but I don't know if enough of you guys like this. So I don't know. What you guys got to give me some ideas. What should we drop as merch? Should I drop the GOAT logo? I don't know if I want to drop because I like meaningful clothing. You know what I mean? I don't like clothing that just represents a channel. I like the clothing to carry some energy to it. That's why I like this brand Happy Girls clothing because it propagates happiness. You know what I mean? I mean, shirts are the easiest thing because I kind of already have a t-shirt company, if you will. You know what I mean? Like my cousin has a t-shirt company, but we're kind of like co-business partners on a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And so, I work with a lot of different brands here and there. You know what I mean? And so that's why t-shirts is the easiest thing because I've been making my own t-shirts since I've been like 7 and 8 years old. Me and my cousin, have been doing that. So that's why that's the easiest thing. But you said we should do the GOAT logo. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do the GOAT logo. Guys, like the video, please, if you don't mind. I'm thinking about it, I guess, but all right, so we got one. The GOAT logo is an option. We could drop some more happy. We could partner with Happy Girls and drop like some special merch. Undefeated, undisputed. The undefeated, undisputed. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't know, something that carries good energy. I got to think about something. Yeah, the protector of the scientific method, propagate happiness was good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is why I support this clothing brand because, the person that designed it, had women in mind. It was like, I want to promote happiness, for women. So I'm like, I got to get behind that. I got to get behind that. Yeah, maybe we'll partner with them and just drop we'll just drop one that says happy, We'll drop a happy logo. So that way, it's not just happy, girls. Everybody can kind of, get with the happiness. I don't know, something like that. I think some people were saying we should get a shirt that says that body is open. That's low-key hilarious because, it kind of has a double meaning. Like imagine walking around with a shirt that says that body is open. Like, what does that mean? I mean, open for business or? I ain't gonna lie, that's low-key funny. Somebody said, know thyself. Xavier said, where do you get your facts from? Sir, I get my facts from scientific experiments and primary documents. Duguerre said, get a t-shirt in Braille for the ladies. I saw what you did there. XX said, your face in sand. Honestly, I will never do something like that, XX. I am not into my own vanity like that, Like, that's why, like, this channel was named after me. I probably won't even make shirts that say real offended on it because I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, why would I wear a shirt that says real offended? I'm not going to walk around and people think that I'm offended. I might wear a shirt that says, are you offended? You know what I mean? Like, I can get a shirt that says, are you offended? Or does this offend you? You know what I mean? Something that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't just wear clothing with my face or my name on it. I don't know. I'm not into my own vanity like that. Recon said, I'm African American. What does that make me? What part of Africa are you from, sir? XRP said, what's happening, brother? Nothing much, man. Just enjoying my day, responding to people in the chat. Right now, we're talking about what we should drop for our first merch line. I honestly have no idea what to do. That's why I haven't really even thought about nothing like that. Like, to me, it has to make sense. Like, it has to be some clothing that I would wear, out. I'm not just gonna drop something just for the sake of it, just because I want people to buy t-shirts from me, you know what I mean? If you guys want me to drop some merch so that way, like something that's cool that, that we can all wear, then that makes sense, but I'm not just gonna drop it for the sake of it. Like I said, I guess the logo is all right, but I don't know. I never thought about putting the logo on a t-shirt, Although I will say the logo being a goat, it does make it ambiguous enough that I could wear it in, you know what I mean, in the sense that it's not always, just representing my channel. I don't like to feel like I'm just promoting my channel everywhere I go. It's really not that serious. But, the goat being on the shirt, when people look at it, they just feel like, oh, goat. Right, I get it. Like, the goat. Maybe we will just drop some goat t-shirts. The glow in the dark goat? That's not bad. Oh, he says his ancestors are from Ghana? My bad, I wasn't paying attention. Thank you. He said he's from Ghana? Yeah, well, if you can trace your ancestry back to Ghana, right? And you're calling yourself African, well, then you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of disrespecting your ancestors by calling themselves or yourself the name that a European who came to colonize your ancestors' homeland called their homeland. I know for a fact that your ancestors did not call Ghana or the continent of Africa, Africa. So why the hell would you call yourself African if your ancestors didn't call themselves that? That's disrespectful. That's the name of a European. Why are you in love with Europeans that you wouldn't call yourself after your ancestors, but you would call yourself after a European? Why would you do that if you're from Ghana? If you really are from Ghana? Rico said, I didn't know. You're from Ghana, but you didn't know that. Hold on. I got to play this video for you real quick. This is a video that I found somewhere. But this is a dude from Ghana talking. Listen to this.
First of all, black Americans in US, whatever, okay, seems like you are a little bit confused about Africa and other stuff. Because when you say Africa, first of all, what you have to know that you speak in English. So if you have any question, the question will be like, what Africans we call Africa? Okay. Now you know that Africa is not only one country. Okay. Africa is many countries. Okay. But every country have a name that they call Africa. Every country. Okay. Every country have the name that they call Africa. Okay. Okay. For instance, what Ghana call Africa? Ghana call Africa a Bible. Okay? So right now, if you tell my mom, okay, my mom is old. If you tell my mom Africa, my mom don't know where Africa is. She don't know what is Africa. What is Africa?
Do you hear that? So that was a man. That was a man from Ghana. He said that my ancestors in Ghana, they call Africa a biblit, or whatever word he said. He said, my mom has no idea where Africa is. My mom has no idea what Africa is. Because his mom is old. So she still is connected to the history of her ancestors. So calling his mom African is disrespectful, actually. Because she's not African. She don't know what the hell that is. You know what I mean? If you are going to be accurate, you call her what it is that her ancestors consider to be. T-shirt, the goat standing on a globe. That's not bad. I would have to design that though, and I'm not exactly a designer. I just do logistics. The goat, well, you know what? The goat logo that I have right here, it kind of has like, it got the stars around it. I don't know. Now that I realize that, I don't know why I didn't think about that already, but now that I can see how the goat has a dual meaning, we might do the goat. Should we do the goat in the middle or we should do it on the side? Should we do it in the middle or the side? What do you guys think? Or should we do both? Should I create a poll or no? I don't think we need to create a poll, right? It's not that serious. On the side, GOAT logo on the side. Yeah, I like it on the side better too. Over the heart, we should drop both. We'll see what happens. Guys, do me a favor, like the video if you don't mind. Sub if you like the content. Nick said a lot of globe heads in here. I gotta go. I understand, Nick. Yeah, there's a lot of haters in here. On the back and little, oh, like a big thing on the back? Nah, that's too expensive. If I do that, then I'm gonna have to charge too much for the shirts. I don't want to do all that. That's too much work, man. Jason, I never said the earth was flat. I said the earth is not a globe. If you go through all that, the goat has to be, oh wow, I forgot about the saxophone too. That's another option. What about the saxophone? The saxophone t-shirts? What about a t-shirt that says saxed? You just got saxed. Star B said we're worth it, go all in. Yeah, but if I do all that, that's what I don't want to be charging y'all $30, $40 for a shirt though. That's too much, man. I'm like, if I make a t-shirt, you know, I want it to be as close to like $10, $15 as possible, you know. I don't buy $30 t-shirts. So that's what I'm saying. I can't be doing that. Saxy, that's not bad. Saxy. Jason said $20 is good. Yes, I'm saying. I'm like, but if I do that on the back and the front, that's probably gonna be at least like, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, it's gonna cost considerably more money to do that. Considerably more money. I could do like one of ones for like big ones with like big logos. Like when I make, listen. I don't know if anybody has ever printed shirts before, okay? But when you do small logos, you can print a bunch of logos on one sheet of paper. You know what I mean? Like that's where your cost comes in. The cost comes in on the amount of sheets that it takes to print stuff. So when you have large logos that are bigger than one sheet of paper, then you got to get special paper and you got to get special machinery to print it. You know what I mean? So it gets more expensive. No, silk screen is even more expensive, but you only do silk screen when you're doing a bunch of shirts. You know what I mean? And silk screen is like painted on type shirts, you know. I'm talking about just like regular, like this type. This is not silk screen. This is just like, this is something you can knock out in like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? This is something that I can make and charge like $10, $15 for. You know what I mean? And so that way, you know, and I could do like a bunch of different colors so people can buy a bunch of them if they want. When you start doing like big ass logos and stuff, that's when it starts getting too, you know what I mean? You start having to charge like $25 a shirt. And I don't know. I just don't like the idea of that. Anyway, Plasmin said, is it true that the sun changed color? If so, why do you think that happened? I honestly don't know. I've never seen the sun change color. I hear people talk about it, but I haven't been tracking the color of the sun personally. Star B said, I would pay 40 euros easy. All right, well, maybe I'll put a cheap version out and then I'll put out a more expensive version for the people that want to pay more. Fremont Grandma said, please get the likes up if you guys don't mind. XRP said, LMAO, I'm sorry, anti-saxer is clever, LOL. Not to toot my own sax, LMAO, gold equals giving out all the tricks. I haven't heard that one before. A goat and a dragon? Yeah, dragon logos are complicated. Let's just put it like that. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about putting out a shirt that says "real offended." You know. I mean, like, I guess it kind of makes sense, you know. But it just, I don't know. I don't want to invite that type of energy when I'm walking around. When I'm walking around, I don't want people to read my shirt and think, oh, this guy is upset. That's just how I think when I think about clothing. All right, you got $40 on it? All right, fine. I'm taking pre-orders. If you guys want to order a shirt, hit the Cash App right now, and I'll ship your shirt out. You know, I'm gonna design it first, though. Yeah, I'm gonna design. I know it's a channel name, but again, I'm not that concerned with promoting the channel when I'm walking around. Dude, you think when I walk around, I want people to know that I'm the person that runs this channel? Listen, dog. All right. Before I even started this channel, I was already walking around incognito. I got to be 10 times more incognito now. Yeah, I don't want people knowing it's me. Are you out of your mind? All right. No, that's not the goal. Yeah. Matter of fact, like, no bullshit. I was like thinking about doing some IRL stuff on Sunday. Because I'm gonna be going out to one of my friends' events. And I'm like, bro, at this point, when I'm in IRL, I'm finna still have the background up. Yeah, I'm finna still have the background up because I don't need people knowing where I'm at. That's just like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not finna be one of them dudes that people come and try to get clicks off in IRL because, yeah, I'm gonna be in IRL just like this. You gonna see people walking in and out. Like, where you at? Don't worry about it. XRP said, I'm proud to be a part of your community. XRP, I'm proud that we have this community, all right? It's not just my community, man. It's all of us together. And we are the truth community, point blank, period. We are the truth community and the happy movement. Indigo Girl said, good night, Chad. Have a great evening. Yeah, listen, we might have to vote on the shirts. Because, like, I'm thinking about GOAT, like maybe happy movement. Listen, I'm trying to promote happiness up here, number one, okay? So I haven't let go of the happy idea yet, okay? We might do a partnership with Happy Girls Clothing and make a real offended happy shirt that just says happy on the left titty. Shout out Mikey.
You know, I'll pack that thing too. So you come around this way, you will get caught.
Pink, cute, goat, and macho goat with goatee. Happy goat. Happy goat. Okay, that's new. How about happy, right? How about the goat logo with happy under it? Huh? The goat logo with happy? Happy, I don't know. We'll see. I'll put some stuff together. Or how about this? I just thought about this. How about this? I've been wanting to put this on a t-shirt for a while. This might be the perfect opportunity. Flat-a-dow! What about this? What about the Turtle Island t-shirts? Are y'all ready for the Turtle Islander? Dude. I've been waiting for an opportunity to drop this. I got this picture saved just because I know I want to drop it on something. Should we go with the Turtle Island t-shirts? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you see, that's what I'm like. We gotta get creative. We could just do the goat. We could just, but let's do something that's fire. Let's do something that's fire. You know what I mean? Like some real art. I don't want to just, you know what I mean? When I wear shit, I don't like it just to, like, come on, man. I know y'all be thinking that I dress basic because I be in my house in my leisure clothes, but listen, man. All right? Don't forget, this is still America, all right? We still care about the details, okay? We care about the details. All right? I'm just saying, like, yeah, this might be leading the thing. The goat running around the turtle, yeah, now that's complicated as hell, you feel me? That, like, if we start doing that, that's gonna be like a $50 shirt. Yeah. But anyways, I've been thinking about dropping these turtle shirts, these Turtle Island shirts. Kevin said the turtle always wins the race. Solo said the turtle gang. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Noodle said, why is America Atlantis? A with Land said, that shit looks ass, but go ahead. If you really think this looks ass, this is just America and Canada and Mexico, actually. I don't know if you could tell. You see, this is Mexico right here. This is just America, Canada, and Mexico. Damn, buddy said that shit looks ass. That's wild. Okay, so the reason why America is Atlantis, number one is because of the etymology of the word Atlantis, point blank period. Number two is because of ancient stories. Number three is because of ancient maps. You package all that together with the gold and technology that was found here in America and used to colonize the rest of the world. It is undoubtedly the only possible location for the ancient land of Atlantis, okay? The only possible location for the ancient land of Atlantis is America, period. Bernie, shout out to you, my dog. I appreciate you, man. You know, we love to see you. Have a peaceful night over there. Anyways, yeah, we might vote on it. You know what I mean? We might vote on it. I'm gonna put some stuff together. I think we got goat. We got the goat shirt. We got the happy shirt. We got Turtle Island. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I want to drop a shirt that says real offended just yet. Sino said there is geological evidence of Atlantis being found in the Sahara. You're making that up, Sino. I know for a fact you're making this up. I've been doing this a long time, okay? There is no geological evidence of Atlantis in the Sahara. Sino said Google. I knew you were a Google scholar, Sino. I knew for a fact. As soon as you said there's geological evidence in the Sahara, I'm like, we got another Google scholar on our hands. Starby said give the option. Yeah, listen, Starby, if you guys want the Real Offended shirt, I might make the Real Offended shirt the expensive one, right? I'll put Real Offended on the front and then we'll do the big logo on the back. That's just gonna be expensive though, like at least, you know, expensive to me, you know. I spend like $3 on t-shirts. Lube said there is no geological evidence of Atlantis. Yeah, it would be tough to classify anything as geological evidence of Atlantis. Like I said, my evidence is based on etymology, stories, maps, gold, and technology, not geology. Billy said, what books carry this type of info? Well, Billy, the stories that I was talking about are the stories that come from Plato. And Plato wrote about Atlantis in Timaeus and Critias. So, yeah. If you don't want to read the whole thing of Timaeus and Critias, there's another book that compiles different quotes from these books. Let me find it for you. This book right here. Yeah, so this book right here compiles a bunch of quotes from Plato, from Diodorus, a bunch of different Greek authors and scholars, and some non-Greek that talk about Atlantis, and he basically describes why he thinks they were talking about America. Oh, you're welcome, Billy. You are welcome. Now, will you read it? Is the question. Artificial intellect said, is this guy trolling? Only somebody with artificial intellect could not tell whether or not I'm being serious or not. Billy, thank you for the 10 jewels. I appreciate that, Billy.
Donations. Gifts. Gifts.
Braden said, we equals not African. You are correct. I'm white, not African. Well, that's ironic because the only people who are actually Africans are white. That's right. African is the name of a group of Europeans. So saying you're white does not mean you're not African. As a matter of fact, saying you're white literally means you're probably the only people who are African. You're like that guy that owns Tesla, the African. Braden, who came up with the term Africa? Was it black people or white Europeans, Braden? Since you're white and you know you're not African, who came up with the term Africa? J9 said, do you participate in formatted debates? Yeah, I've participated in those before, but you know, most of the time people don't invite me to do that anymore because they inevitably are going to lose. They inevitably are going to lose. Star B said it was certainly us. That's correct. It was the white Europeans that came up with the term African. So why would you say I'm not African because I'm white? You're demonstrating a fundamental misunderstanding of history and etymology. Maurice. What's up, Maurice? Yo, what did America have that was used to conquer the world, dog? I mean, just look at the American military. Look at the technological revolutions around the world that coincide with the colonization of America, and you can see that they're still using this technology around the world till this day.
To this day. To this day.
Yeah, Dakota, we're not going to talk about, details on subjects that are heavily censored on YouTube, okay? If you want to know exactly what it is, then you're going to have to go do your own research. But, we're not going to talk about technology, especially as it relates to, mass conflict for the obvious reasons. J9 said, I love to see you involved in the formatted debate. Where can I see you the details? J9, unless you're going to pay me to do it, I am not doing anything that's not on my channel for the next at least 4 or 5 months. If you want to pay me, then that's fine. But if you're not going to pay me, then I'm not doing it, bro. Yeah, I'm going to be live on my channel every day, pretty much until we hit 100K. When we hit 100K in the next 4 or 5 months, Then, maybe I'll think about branching out. LGR said, dude gets destroyed in debates. LGR, who destroyed me in a debate? Yeah, listen, Kevin, you don't have to, oops. You don't have to delete that, Kevin, okay? If they say something completely out of bounds, just hide them from the channel, all right? LGR, who destroyed me in a debate? Dark Knight, and you should probably go back to the lobby.
I packed that thing too, so you come around this way, you will get caught.
Hit me in the DM, bro. Yeah, no, I would never do a debate on Modern Day Debate again, unless they pay me. Yeah. Yeah, no, I would never do another debate on Modern Day Debate unless they paid me. Period. Yeah, I don't care how big I get. I would never go on there again. Shout out them though, you know what I mean? But I appreciate them for allowing me to come on, during a time when my channel was very small. But NF, back to the lobby.
I packed that thing too, so you come around this way, you will get caught.
Thank you, G from the Bay. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you guys have to delete people's comments, do not give them a second chance. You can just remove them from the channel completely. I really appreciate all your guys' hard work. Like the video if you don't mind, and sub if you like the content. Jaeger said he has to censor people so his feelings don't get hurt. Well, that would be that's the mods censoring you guys, because they don't want to read your troll comments. They're interested in people who have meaningful pushback, so they don't want to dilute what is happening in the chat with you guys who have nothing to say. And I appreciate them for doing that. Shout out you, G from the Bay. This is for all you guys that just got clapped.
I packed that thing too, so you come around this way, you will get caught.
TV said I'm telling them to get rid of all the trolls. And every now and then, they take it overboard and they get rid of people that may not be trolling but are just talking nonsense in the chat. So I have to instruct them to allow you guys to participate. But in reality, if you're not participating, I can't help you. They're going to get rid of you and I'm not going to care. I do love you, but I don't care. Chris said Earth is 100% flat. J Money said if history is 100% lies, what are you basing everything on? J Money, when I say history is lies, I'm talking about history textbooks. So when I read things, I try to stay as far away from history textbooks as I can. I try to make sure that I am reading primary documents, or at the very least secondary documents. J99, I'm not gonna discuss my fee online, bro. Okay, hit me in the DM like a professional and we can discuss business behind closed doors. All right? Let's not be tacky. Oh yeah, shout out Maurice in the chat. Maurice, that's my cousin in the chat on the right. Yeah. Maurice in the chat, that's my actual blood cousin, by the way. I didn't know that was you, bro. I gave you a shout out and he just texted me right now. Let me find your name. Let me find you in there again. Yeah, shout out Maurice in the chat, man. That's my actual blood cousin. Yeah, I seen Maurice, my cousin, at my other cousin's graduation party not that long ago. And he said I didn't know you had a channel. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, when I walk around, I don't like to be promoting what I do like that. I just assume that people, the average person probably don't even really want to watch this. This is only for a specific type of person. Shout out my cousin though, man. I love and appreciate you, my brother. Man, it is hot as hell in here. I need to turn the air conditioner on. Listen, I'm gonna open up the Discord for you guys that want to call in now. Okay. Like the video, please. Sub if you like the content. Double tap the screen. If you want to call in, the Discord is on my page. Excuse me. You hop in the live show tab when you get in there. We already got a few people waiting. Or we got somebody waiting. You hop in the live show tab when you get in there, and I will bring you up at my own discretion. Jay said, which form of contact do you prefer? Jay, join the Discord and DM me in the Discord, all right? Listen, I'll be right back, and then we're going to come back with Larry and whoever else wants to call in. Thank you guys so much. Give me a second. It's hot as hell in here. All right. What's up with folks? Y'all do me a favor, like the video if you don't mind. Sub if you like the content. Double tap the screen. If you would like to call in, the Discord's on my page. Join the live show tab and I'll bring you up at my own leisure. Larry, are you up here to troll?
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you up here to troll?
No, I'm not doing the call.
Well, okay, what's going on? Real quick. Hold on, real quick, bro. Real quick, bro. What's going on with this profile picture? What is that?
That's pixel as you
Huh?
It's a pixel of that film named Azidan. It's from the full heaven.
All right, all right. Okay, well, yeah, what is your question or comment, bud?
Well, I'm trying to prove to you that the Earth is not round.
You're trying to prove to me that the earth is not round?
Yep, not round at all.
Okay, what is your evidence that it's not round?
I have evidence. I just sent it to you inside the chat. You should go check it out. Basically, the
All right, thank you, man. I'll check it out. No problem. Knight of Flatwoods, are you up here to troll?
No, no, I'm not up here to troll.
All right, what's on your mind, bud? What's on your mind?
So
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
let's say you're right about every single one of them. What changes? What changes? What do you seek to gain by proving these things?
You talking about what do I personally seek to gain? Me personally?
Yeah,
None of your business.
I mean, like, wouldn't it be more worthwhile to be pursuing something in like philosophy or politics and studying human behavior?
Is that what you're doing? Is that what you do? Is that what you do with your life? Is that what you do with your life?
Certainly, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, good for you then. You know, you do what's interesting to you, and I do what's interesting to me. You know what the issue is in this world in general is that people like you think that if you are interested in something, everybody else has to be interested in it too. You think that what you think is important, everybody else, you think that what you see, even right now, you're talking over me, right? You think that whatever is on your mind is so important that everybody else needs to hear it, right? We all need to think what you think is important is important. And if anybody deviates from that, well, then we're wrong and you need to go conquer them. You know, it's bullshit like that is the issue in the world, you know? So I get it that you think studying human behavior, et cetera, is more important. Well, you should do that with your life because you think it's more important. I think what I'm doing is important, and so I'm doing that. It's not your job to figure out why I want to do that, unless it's a part of your human behavior research, in which case, cut me a check if I'm going to be part of your research.
Good man. That fuck yeah, profit. Okay, fair enough.
Anything else, my brother?
No.
All right, man. Well, thank you for that contribution to this conversation. You've contributed greatly. Shout out Kevin. Kevin said satellite orbits are measured from sea level, which assumes a flat base. Shout out Dave. Shout out Davey Boomhauer.
You know, I packed that thing too. So he come around this way, you will get caught.
Jay said Atlantis is in Africa. Jay, there's no evidence of this whatsoever. You've never read Plato, so please stop bringing up Plato. It's embarrassing. Fuzzy said, boss, how about a goat taking a bite out of a globe for the t-shirt? That's not bad.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't see anything in my DM that you said you sent me.
General chat. I can DM you if you want me to.
Just tell us what your evidence is, bro.
Okay, well, my evidence comes from the Book of Enoch. It says that the ark is out in space, and those 6 portals the sun and moon go in and out.
Okay, so you're basing your view on a book, and you.
It's theology, Bible.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you're more than welcome to believe that. We're not exactly religious up here, though.
Well, I'll send you a diagram of what the planet looks like.
No problem. I would love to look at it. Thank you, man. He basically said he's basing what he believes on the Book of Enoch, which, there's no problem with that, but that doesn't actually teach us anything by way of science necessarily. I don't think you can necessarily prove that the earth is not moving or not round based on what's written down. I think either way you go about it, there needs to be some experiment that's done, in my opinion. Thank you for that, though, Larry. I appreciate you. Channel said, you said we haven't read Plato. How about you bring up the description and see if it matches the rig chart structure or not? Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that because I've already done that like over 100 times. That's right. I'm the only one that ever brings up what Plato actually said, okay? Plato said that Atlantis was bigger than North Africa, Asia, and Europe put together. Okay, North Africa, Asia, and Europe put together cannot fit inside the rich hat structure. That's literally what Plato said, all right? I know that because I've read it, and I've brought that up on here many times, okay? That's how I know that you've never even read it. You stupid asshole. Shout out Young. Young said his story. It's the said, why is bro cursing now? Because you guys are really stupid. Kirby said the Richat structure was proven to be a natural magma formation. Yeah, that's good. I don't know what that has to do with Atlantis, though. Shout out Nero.
You know, I packed that thing too, so you come around this way, you will get caught.
Is there a way to hear the call so I know why it gets heated so fast? A West said someone is lying, bro, because why the water get colder the deeper it gets? I honestly don't even know if that's true. Yeah, I would have to take your word for it. I've never been deep in the ocean, so I don't know. Jason said we can barely hear the callers. Yeah, Jason, the reason why I did that is because I can't tell if these people are trolling or not. All right, did you hear the callers that we had yesterday? Was anybody on the live yesterday? I pretty much just got trolled the whole time. So yeah, I have to keep them low until I can confirm that they're not gonna troll. Shout out Deviant. Let's see how many followers Deviant has. Oh man, yep. They got you out of here already, Deviant. Deviant, you didn't last. Yeah, Deviant got 170 subs. You see, nobody is exempt. Deviant, they already sent you back to the lobby, bro.
You know, I packed that thing too, so he come around this way, you will get caught.
I'm sorry, bro. You can't come around here trolling or not trying to participate in the conversation. You know what I mean? Kirby said the Richard structure was linked to Atlantis. By who? You? J9 said, can the host cover the topic? Just a quick run through? Nope. Nope, I cannot. If you got a specific question, you can ask it. Other than that, no. Starbeat said, us mods are trigger happy today. Yep, and you know what? It is what it is. All right, it is what it is. I'm sick of you guys trolling me. Most historians and classical scholars agree that Plato was not writing a factual history. Well, who cares what the historians think? And hold on. Why would you say that that's not factual? Hold on. Yeah, you're the one that said bring up Plato to see if the description matches the Richard structure, idiot. This is why I don't respond to you guys half the time, because you're just idiots. Channel Dragon, you absolute moron. You said bring up the description of Plato to see if it matches the Richard structure. So I told you what Plato said, and now you're telling me, okay, well, you know, most respected historians think that Plato wasn't giving you factual history. If it's not factual, why the F would you tell me to bring it up then? Stupid. God dang, you guys are dumb. Listen, we're gonna wind down, all right? Yeah, we're gonna wind down. If you guys want a shout out, put your name in the chat and I'll give you a shout out. If you want to call in, you got like 10 minutes to do it. Kevin said Neil never addressed the Black Swan because he knows he can't. OSR said, well, most of the stories, well, most religious scholars will most, what in the hell? Jason said, trolls ruining it for the rest of us. Yep, Jason, that's why you got to catch me at the hours when the trolls are asleep. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why they get you guys out of here quick. Because they know that the more I read your guys' dumb troll comments, Kirby said the Richat structure is just a natural magma formation, nothing to do with Atlantis, period. Shout out Quay, Kevin Bacon, Star B. I love and appreciate you guys so much. Godspeed said it's common for society to shut down a different opinion, but the respect is how discourse is conducted. Kevin said, great channel, man. Honestly, Kevin, we are a great channel because we have great mods and, you know, a great audience altogether. Even the haters, all right? Even the haters, I love and appreciate it. To be real, who said the haters ruin it for the rest of us? Who said that? Jason, right? Jason, this is what you got to understand about the haters, Jason. Jason, the haters, they don't have enough power to ruin anything, all right? They don't have enough power to ruin anything. Okay? Even when the trolls come in here and they start trolling and hating and, you know, reporting the channel, and it gets me to the point where I'm like, I'm going to take a break. Jason, that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Jason, me feeling like I need to take a break because of the trolls is a good thing. Haven't you seen me come on here, Jason, without the trolls and stream for 9 hours uncontrollably like a madman? You think that's good for my health, Jason? It's not. But if the trolls don't come in here, and at some point, the universe is going to tell the trolls to start trolling me so that way I can get some rest. Because otherwise, I won't rest. I got up today at 5 a.m., Jason. Jason, don't you remember? Oh, you probably don't remember. I don't know if you were there this morning. What time did I start streaming today? I streamed at like 5 a.m., didn't I? So I streamed from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. You feel me? I did what I need to do during the day. It's almost midnight. I'm still streaming. You see, if the trolls don't come in here, then I won't never get rest. So Jason, we love the trolls, okay? Now, we are going to get them out of the chat, of course. Yeah, we're going to get them out of the chat, you know what I mean? Because they're not going to, you know, dilute our energy with their negative comments. But hey, listen, every now and then they get in here and I'm like, all right, it's time for me to take a break anyways, you know? Now I can get some rest and come back refreshed in the morning. You see, they don't have the power to do anything but bless us. Yeah, think about it. Star B is correct. The haters are the real offended. Think about it. The real offended is not the mods. The real offended is not me. I'm not real offended. The haters are real offended. They big mad. Big mad. And it is what it is. Is the guy said also, Kevin, we wouldn't have time zone if the earth was flat. What an idiot. We'll go out with that. How about this? You said we would have time zones if the earth was flat? What kind of stupid shit are you on? No, we would have time zones no matter what shape the earth is, idiot. As a matter of fact, the time zones that we do have only match this flat earth projection map. The time zones do not, I repeat, they do not match the globe. All right, we do not have 24 consecutive time zones like we would if we had a globe. The time zones match this map because we have less time zones in the north by the North Pole than we do in the south. More time zones in the south because there is more area. Less time zones in the north because there's less area. Do we have more time zones in the north than the south? In reality, yes, we do. As a matter of fact, our time zones match this map. Not perfectly, but they do match this map more than they match this. Our time zones would not work on this globe, okay? So you are 100% wrong when you say that we would not have time zones. As a matter of fact, you're just ignorant. Quite ignorant, if I might add. Quite ignorant. I love and appreciate you, though, even though you're ignorant. Like Star B said, you are the real offended, okay? OSR said China is the third largest country in the world and has only one time zone. The real offended shirt to come. Yeah, I will get busy on designing our first official merch tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it tonight. I'll design it tomorrow, okay? Like I said, it's gonna be between 3 or 4 options. We got the Turtle Island shirt, we got the goat shirt, we got the happy shirt, and I guess we got the real offended shirt. Oh, and we also got the Saxed shirt. Don't forget Saxed. All right? Come over here and get Saxed. All right, we're going to call it a night right there. Listen, if you guys want me to give you a shout out, put your name in the chat right now. I'll give you a shout out. Actually, you know what? Hold on. We got one person that wants to come up. Hold up. I sent you an invite, bro, but I don't know why it's not. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I sent you an invite already. Songs like tomorrow. You didn't come up, so that's it, bro. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. All right, Rick, I need the big ass size, buddy. Shout out Rick from the UK. Mod me, Kirby. You can't ask me for a mod. All right. If I feel like I need to read your comments, then I'll make you a mod. While you're asking me for a mod, that doesn't sound like a comment I need to read. Jason said, night, bro. Catch you tomorrow. Why do we have seasons? Because of the sun. Here you go, OSR. This is for you. Why do we have They're like, why do we have seasons? Because of the sun.
So wait a minute. What you're saying is that you want us to put water on the crops.
Yes.
Water. Like out the toilet?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be out of the toilet, but yeah, that's the idea.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Kirby said, that's cool, my brother. I just wanted to help support you. Well, like I said, Kirby, you can support by, dropping knowledge in the chat when we go live. Those are the people, for the most part, that I add as mods because I want to be able to read their comments. There's tons of ways you can support me. By the way, if you guys want to support me on Cash App, my Cash App is $X the owner. I don't usually post it because it's not that big a deal. But, if you want to support, y'all can go ahead and support over there. Shout out everybody that has supported. I love and appreciate you. Kevin said, it's got electrolytes. Mirror said, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Like the vid. Have a good night. Absolutely. Have a good night, everyone. If it was flat and sunny and dark at the same time. Michael said the 10 jewels. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Oops, wrong one.
Pack that thing too, so he come around this way, you will get caught.
Donations, gifts,
Gifts. Woods, I appreciate you. OSR, I appreciate you. Scott, I appreciate you. Kirby, I appreciate you. Star B, Jeremiah, Wolves, Kevin Bacon. GBG said, good night, bro. Get some well-deserved sleep. I certainly will. I don't know what time I'm going to be back tomorrow, so you just got to look out for that. Quay said, yeah, the Sax one. Quay likes the sack. As I said, I'll come up with some options and then we'll vote on it. Okay, guys? I love and appreciate you. Jason. Godspeed. I see you, Godspeed. Fuzzy, I see you, Fuzzy. It's the guys. Kevin said W stream. Wolves said donations. Gifts. Rick, I would buy a ringtone of the theme. Oh, you talking about the saxophone? You don't have to buy a ringtone. You could just make it. Jeremiah, Kirby, G from the Bay, Kevin. All right, I love you guys. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.